Chambers, but unfortunately there's a major event happening next Thursday, which you'll probably all know a lot about, and we've had to put machinery in the City Chambers for counting, and it had to be set up today. As you might imagine, I'm quite frequently called to make this sort of speech, and it's for a joyous event like this, it's always difficult to know what to say and to just how I would punctuate the conversation as the evening goes on. This is where my friends Google and Wikipedia come into their own, as I sit pondering what I can say to such an elite gathering as yourselves. Where would we be without the internet? Well, I'd have probably had a lot more sleep last night, because when I started looking you up, my first reaction was, what exactly does Lydian mean? So then I discovered it was a tonic scale, and I went on and on looking at different items and things, and I was up for quite some time. And then, of course, I moved on to your own internet site, and was quite fascinated, quite an excellent site, and absolutely so much information. I have to say I sat up longer than I should have, because some of the pictures I had a little giggle about. One or two of the faces here tonight I recognised from the old pictures that were up, and some of you haven't changed much. Others might have changed just a little more. But it's always very difficult to find the correct thing to say. You don't want to be speaking about lots of things that you already know, as often happens. So we tried to bring something a little different to the evening. Just like to give you some absolutely useless information. Did you know that in the year you were founded, Ernie Wise made the first mobile telephone call in the UK? Presumably to Eric Morecambe, but we're not sure. EastEnders started on the same night as you were founded. And it's been, like you, it's been going ever since. So it's celebrating 30 years as well. Live Aid pop concerts in London and Philadelphia raised 50 million for famine relief in Ethiopia. And there you were sitting in Dundee establishing the Lydian Singers. These diverse facts give you a nice jumping off point to talk about continuity and consistency of organisations such as your own that have survived and gone from strength to strength from year to year. And here you have about 50 people here tonight. Quite an achievement, and it's quite an event when our age group gather together to do something in harmony and in the spirit of music and giving. It's great. So with a nod to your illustrious past, in particular the role of your founders, Alison Fraser and Helen Boyle, I'm sure we would all like to look towards the future. And I know that you've got a lot of events planned, a lot of good things coming along, and I hope I might get along to see some of your events. Some of you I know from a long time ago. I see Dorothy sitting there. Dorothy and I go back so far that we probably go back further than the start of the Lydian Singers. But many of your faces I recognise, and I know you've all been singing with great gusto for many years now. And I know your big concerts that are coming along will be absolutely excellent. Over three decades, there must be so many memories that you hold dear to your organisation, and so many good friends that you've made in the Lydian Singers. I'm sure you must all enjoy your rehearsals, and I have to say your website's actually very, very good. One of the best I've seen, because it's simple, straightforward, and it tells people where you meet for rehearsals, how they go about doing things. Absolutely first class. I don't know if your web man is here tonight, but he's done a very good job. He's done a very good job for you. I was quite impressed with it, and it gave me a lot of interest last night. So I'd just like to say congratulations on the 30 years you've had so far, and I hope the next 30 years go just as well, and recruit some young people so that next time the Provost speaks to you, I think he's speaking to someone a bit younger. I did, just before I conclude, print off the committee so that if I'm carrying the list round so that I recognise you. I hope these are recent photographs and I will recognise you. Mr. Boyle, who was sitting on the keyboard, I think I recognised him from his picture, and his wife. So we've got off to a decent start tonight. Thank you all very much for coming. It's been a struggle to get you down here tonight, but maybe in 30 years' time we'll be able to make sure it's changed and we can all get in there. But by that time we'll probably all need our singers to get in. Thank you all very much indeed.